Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As my colleague just stated, we've been dealing with this issue since 4 years at least and longer. These conventional wells have been regulated since 1984. And among the serious concerns repeatedly cited by myself and other members of the House Environmental and Energy Resources Committee is both the Department of Environmental Protections and the Environmental Quality Board's blatant violations of Act 126 of 2014, which required the development of separate regulations for the conventional and unconventional oil and gas industries. To comply with the law, DEP and the EQB should have restarted the process. Instead, the agency made a clerical change and proceeded with the implementation of these one-size-fits-all regulations. The intentionally non-transparent process used to ram these regulations through also violated the Regulatory Review Act's requirements related to small business by failing to include an economic impact statement or a description of any less intrusive or less costly alternative methods of achieving the purpose of the proposed regulation. Indeed, I believe we all received also, as long as the emails from all the environmental groups, an email from NFIB, the watchdog for small businesses, yesterday in support of this legislation. DEP and the EQB also disregarded votes of disapproval by the Oil and Gas Technical Advisory Board and the Conventional Oil and Gas Advisory Committee, which was created by the Wolf administration. Rather than rubber stamping these heavily flawed and punitive regulations which brought about this concurrent resolution, the so-called Independent Regulatory Review Commission should have rejected them, not only because of DEP's and the EQB's failure to follow the proper process, but more importantly, the irreparable economic harm they will inevitably cause if left unchecked. Again, this homegrown industry has been safely operating throughout our region for more than 150 years, and I would put the quality of our environment against any other location in the Commonwealth. Requiring separate drilling regulations and establishing the Penn-Grade Crude Development Council through final passage of the Senate Bill 279 is absolutely essential to ensuring the future survival of our local conventional and gas industries. And as my colleague stated, people here demonstrate their lack of knowledge about conventional drilling. This is not big oil and gas. These conventional wells, and the reason the producers have so many is because they produce gallons of oil a day, not barrels. Gallons of oil a day, not barrels. This is what the conventional oil and gas industry is in our state. They have many wells because they produce gallons a day, not barrels. That's why they're considered small businesses. And I just want to remind folks here today that the average U.S. citizen uses 3 gallons of these refined petroleum products each and every day, including everyone sitting in this chamber. Plastics. They come in a large variety from sporting equipment, storage containers, toys, toothbrushes, artificial hearts, to everyday household products. Polymers that we're seeing in the new technology industry, 3D printers, all come from petroleum. The water bottles on your desk, if you don't like petroleum, please don't drink out of those water bottles. Baby bottles as well. Plastics. Synthetic fabrics, nylon, Orion, Dacon, Dynel, all are made from petroleum. Parachutes, carpets, rope, and astroturf, all made from synthetic fabrics. Synthetic rubber was developed during World War II. Today, we find it in gloves, tennis shoes. I see a lot of people running around here in sneakers, boots, tires, swimming floats, hoses, stoppers, rubber bands, belts, skate wheels, shoe heels, and balloons. Carbon black is used in paints, inks, rubber, cement, batteries, televisions, radios, computers, and even the cell phones that you have and use probably minute by minute every single day. Medicines such as aspirin, antihistamines, Vaseline, alcohol, ammonia, antibiotics, antiseptic, all contain petrochemicals. Waxes, used to make wax paper, candy, gum, candles, crayons, made right here in Pennsylvania, and soaps. Cosmetics, again, soap, cleansing creams, toothpaste, shampoo, hairspray, lotion, cologne, baby oil, lipstick, lip balm, nail polish, hand cream, shaving cream, suntan lotion, and others all come from crude oil, Pennsylvania crude oil. Natural gas and propane. Nearly 6 out of every 10 homes are heated with natural gas. It cooks our food, warms our home, dries our clothes, and heats our water. Businesses use it in many ways, from cooking to fueling high temperature in our furnaces, in our manufacturing industries. Fuels, such as gasoline, jet fuel, kerosene, other products help in fueling automobiles, trucks, motorcycles, airplanes, golf carts, lawnmowers, and edgers. And I'm sure most people drove here today in your automobile and put gas and oil in that vehicle, and I'm sure most of you here like driving on asphalt instead of dirt roads in days gone by. Every single day, ladies and gentlemen, you are using at least 3 gallons of refined petroleum, and many of those products, that petroleum comes right here from the great Northwest, from our conventional producers who produce gallons of oil a day from each well that they own. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I encourage my colleagues to vote yes on this very important bill for our conventional oil and gas industry.